So hello, kia ora everyone. Welcome to Warriors Fan TV for another reaction. The game's just finished, so I've managed to go and find the highlights, and yeah, we're gonna recap the game and just kind of see what happened. Not too mad rewatching this. I thought the boys did all right, especially in the second half. The first 20 minutes though, yeah, you all saw it or are going to see it anyway. But yeah, before we get into it, happy Mother's Day. Especially for those in New Zealand. Happy Mother's Day to all mothers out there. And yeah, wish the Warriors could have got it done for your mothers that are Warriors fans, but hey, it is what it is. But yeah, let's kick this game off and yeah, let's watch it. Big kickoff. Off the back fence, we have Bunty. You know, I actually thought, this is a good start. Good start. And then, yeah. Good anticipation by Kerry there. Again, that's what happened, and here comes the first try. Just good block play. Okay, let's recap this game, eh? So let's go back a bit. So it's just an order replay here. How many we got? We've got Vlasic, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 7 lined up, and they've got their line. So they had inside, front door, back door, just normal, right? Had the second row moving, so we had TMM committing there. We've got second row running there with Butcher, and you know what? It was 2 on 2, and then what does Manu do? Little stutter step, and that did enough to pull Kossi in. I thought Pompey held his line there. Kossi was unsure, and he got stuck in, and just a free pass to Dom. So again, just decision making there, right? Kossi hasn't been up playing NRL for a bit, so hey, we'll give him benefit of the doubt there, but he just felt that he needed to come in, and maybe it would have been best to just stay on that wing. But again, I want to give credit here where credit's due. Pompey stayed on him. This is Joseph Money we're talking about, Golden Boot award winner. He's going to pull in every man because we know what he can do. So still sucks. Maybe should have still held his line, but what are you going to do with great players out there? So that was the first try. And, I thought, hey, maybe we'll correct ourselves, get back on the wagon, okay, that was the first try. But as Blocker just said right there, yeah, it was a little bit too easy. Yeah, it is what it is. Now this one, bruh. I'm sure your Warriors out there, fans, were like, oh no, here we go. We're just running block play again. And that's... Look at that, man, that little stutter. Straight through. Popped it out, just chucked it out. But look, Roosters all there in numbers. Support play, great. And try. Okay. Now, obviously, we're going to have to go back to the initial break by Dominic Young. Let's watch this. So obviously he went straight up the middle. This is only on, first or second hit up. Ran straight at Vlasic. Just bounced off. Didn't hold him. And just went straight through. Gets a little bit of interference there by Kerry, but that first hit contact, and Vlasic went down too when he got knocked out by Dom Young with their head collision. So wasn't the best of nights with Vlasic against Dominic Young, but hey, Dominic's quite a strong runner. Went straight through. Lucky Berry there to cut those legs. And again, just simple front door, back door plays. And again, it's not like they were outnumbering us. Just, there's, again, this little stutter. Very, you guys remember Gidley back in the day? Matt Gidley had the little step and flick. Very similar, right? Dink. Got through, popped that ball. Kossi didn't learn from the first mistake, but, again, Joseph Manu's going to demand that and then just cut back in. You know, and just a wild, obviously he was trying to chuck to Kerry, but this was very fortunate for Roosters that it popped back and all Roosters were supporting. Collins pushes through, and then you've got Crichton pushing through, you know. I think the Warriors did their best trying to scramble on their defense. Obviously, the initial break just made it harder. Everyone was scrambling from them, but they did line up on their left side, and, you know, again, it just shows the brilliance of someone like Joseph Manu and Dominic Young, you know, just what they can do when they've got the ball. So, again, this isn't the Roosters fan TV, but, you know, give credit because they are great players. There's a bit of this going on at the start, wasn't it, Warriors fan? Far out. It was painful to watch. Their left side, eh? Again, they just smartly targeted that side. Hey, here's a question that, you know, I'm sure we and coaching crew trusted whoever they put out there, but just to put them against these guys, a bit of lamb to the slaughter, I thought. So let's watch this. So we've got a scrum play. We've got Watson off the back. Walker's going out. He's running a backdoor. Does it to Manu, who hits on TMM, and obviously Pompey to come in. And then just pop out the back, eh? That was just well executed, man. Well executed play. You know, if we go back, I just want to see, could we have defended that better? So we had Manu, he's going to command attention. And maybe Kossi could have, you know, come out of the line there to affect the play. And maybe it made a difference, but that was a good short side running play. Just too slow to react to it all. But, you know, 18 down, it wasn't, 16 down wasn't feeling too good. And then this didn't help, did it? Again, I don't know about you guys out there in Warrior Land, but, man, I was livid at this point, man. You know, we felt like we were just getting trampled on. It felt like the score was going to turn into 70-0 at this point. But let's just go back and watch this again. Okay, we've got running block shape. Well, not even running block shape. They were all just kind of angling in. And unfortunately, Charnze couldn't get there. Crichton pushed through nicely. And he grounded that ball. And people argued, dropped. Nah, that was fair grounding. We'll just watch it again. Could we have put up our blockers? Nah. If Johnson tried to jump in, it would have just caused a penalty. The penalty try potentially. And Barry tried his best, so not much you can do when you've got some beautiful kicking there. Maybe Charnze get into space, but that was, you know, that was hard to defend. Now our opportunity, which turned into their opportunity. I kind of thought this was over, eh? But then you had Dallin. You know, credit to Dallin there. And then Walker. The kick, eh? Yeah, no way Tupou's dropping that. Okay, so let's go look at this swing. So basically we had an opportunity on the line. We had us running, and, you know, we tend to run this play a bit, especially with AFB, because he has scored a few tries on this. But they squeeze. Looked like we got a bit mixed up. Because of them squeezing, it looked like Barnett held up a little bit, and that obviously caused him to be in the passing lane, and you saw what happened. But look, if you again notice Manu knew this play was coming, or knew he had to do something. And look at him, he came into squeeze, eh? So I guess maybe in this point of, let's just run it back. Could we have done, was there a better option, is I guess the question. And looking at the line, maybe not, eh? Because obviously if we could have hit Te Maire Martin, could have been a bit different because then he would have been back. But look, Pompey's running such a tough line that, and also AFB's in the way. There's no way that this is getting to Te Maire Martin and that. So, yeah, this was just unfortunate that Mitch Barnett held up and, yeah, it didn't work out. And, yeah, we don't need to watch this part, do we? You know what happened. But hey, we'll just watch something that was positive for us, and that was Dallin getting the tackle. Think. Sucks, but hey, it is what it is. Beautiful. So here's a variation which I don't even, looking at all our games, I think maybe once in one of our earlier games, Shaun Johnson's given him the cutout ball, but we've never seen this in this particular cutout ball in a while. So we look at it, given that they've got, you know, centre wing pressing, and you can see Dom come out of the line. Lucky that Shaun Johnson gave it enough air, just so, because Dom's quite a tall person, he could have intercepted that. But just enough to get it over the top. Good hands from Kossi and into the corner. So, again, that's the variation that they've got a team that likes to get up and get in our face. Fortunately, we got someone like Johnson that can deliver that ball. And, yeah, maybe we just kind of have to look for our options there a little bit earlier. And it wasn't really on all the time too, so this probably did the right thing at the right time, but just kind of feel that sometimes these variations are on, and we sometimes stick to just running that passing to the front door sometimes. So credit to the boys, figured this one out, solved that puzzle. Nice. This one. Just, yeah, good support play. Let's go back. So we have Carey running at the line, just good straightening up the line, so everyone had to take him serious. And just nice. Look at that. Just, you know, clean running. Butcher, Egan running that front door. Nafumanu, Berry saw that, he tried to come out and did the right thing, and just Dallin trailing a little bit behind. That led to a break. And just good support to Desco there and try, you know, there's just well executed play, you know, and well support from, you know, obviously Tedesco is always going to be running around there. So those are just, you know, type of opposition we're going to get. This was a pretty good try. He was trying a bit here too. Charnze a few times almost win him with this kind of play. But look, we had Ford running that front door. Yeah, Kerry made the decision. And Charnze nice to straighten up and get through the line. And it was still tough. Look at that, man. Still had to work for that try. So, good try. It was a tough try. This one will pop out. Good to see AFB do that, eh? That was good. We look back at it. So just popped it out. Six again. New restart. So he just looked up and said, I'll get to that line. Yeah, that was a nice try. Just go back, eh? So let's look at this try. So I remember this try too. Just look, good recognition, right? So Charnze is caught up at the play of the ball, obviously trying to be a marker. They realised no one was at the back, so they just hit it. Now, I kind of thought this could maybe have hit Tedesco's hand, but it actually looked like it just like went around his hand. So that was a good try as well. Just eyes up footy, right? So, yeah, didn't come away with the W. My honest reaction, first half, I was like, what am I watching? But their second half of the first half was great. In the second half itself, yeah, we saw the boys kind of turn it around, right? And can't complain with that second half effort. Just we got to see it for 80. Like for 20 minutes, we dropped off and we had 22 on us, and that's just everyone knows. You're not going to win a footy game every single time if you're down that much, especially against a team like the Roosters and the form they're in. But let's just go look at the stats. So if we look at the stats, 7 tries to 3. A few of them were down their left side, as we saw. And I thought we had some real well-worked tries. And just looked like, yeah, Roosters just executed better. Kept the eyes up and play better than us. Can't complain about. I know I've seen people talk about the ref and all that, but nah, man, ref had bad calls and good calls for both teams. So it was just us. We were in that game, and I do think we could definitely learn from that game. So it is what it is. Let's look at these stats. Those run meters. Look, that's a quite big margin. Not massive, given that they had a lot more tries. But big there. We had a lot more runs. Interesting. Post contact meters, pumping the legs a little bit more. Line breaks, big difference there, right? And we saw that all probably in the first 20 minutes. Tackle breaks, quite even. They're making more yardage up on their sets. Kick return meters, that's a bit big. 178 to 77, and that probably is, what is it? Dom Young's run probably made that a bit bigger than it would usually be, but yeah, play the ball. Oh look, we had faster to play the ball on average anyway. Offloads killed us, eh? So second phase play was a bit, not on our side. Kicks, these are not too crazy. Oh, this kick defusal. It's the second time in a week, since I've been doing these reactions anyway, where we've seen a big slip off from our percentage of kick defusal. So, there might be a little bit of concern. Effective tackles, only 81% to 86.7. Tackles made. Oh, shucks. We made less tackles. Well, I guess, that's what leads to tries, but usually when you're on the back foot, you're making more tackles. They made way more tackles than us. Wow, crazy. Ineffective tackles, just a lot more ineffective tackles here. That showed. Penalties conceded 8 to 3. Sharks. You would have thought we had a lot more, given what took place. There's actually, so looking at these stats, there's a bit more alarming stats in terms of penalties. We only had 3. We made less tackles. Lot of ineffective tackles. So again, it's our defense. If we're to be honest with the boys at the moment, it's our defense that's letting us down. We could argue that we're still got to get better on attack, but to score 18 points in the second half means we've got some points on us, but it's our defense, and I firmly believe defense is an attitude thing. Obviously, we're seeing that it's a little bit of making the right decision because the left side got beaten in that first 10, 20 minutes. But it's attitude and effort, and just not pulling finger at the moment. So, yeah, that's another game, 38-18 to the Roosters. This is 4 weeks in a row with a loss, and obviously 5 weeks without a win since we had their draw. We've got the Panthers. They got a few injuries, main one being Cleary, so we might have a shot. But hey, if we play like we did in that first 20 minutes, it could be another tough game. But I think the boys showed me in their second half there is something there, and we know this as Warriors fans. We've been seeing it last year. We've seen it at patches during this year. We all know that we've got a lot of injuries, and part of it's discipline, but I just think part of it's just attitude and effort for 80 minutes. shows that when we can get some ball, we can actually score some points. So kind of wonder and hope that boys don't fall off too far off a cliff. I want to say we're there, but there's something about the second half that just gives me hope. But hopefully the boys don't, kill their hope next week and get pumped. But I do think, I think we might have a greater shot against Penrith, given where they're at and kind of where we kind of left off in the second half. So yeah, love to hear your thoughts and what you think. That was just my honest reaction to the game that's just finished. And yeah, we'll keep reacting to all these games, and hopefully I get a dub reacting. Sweet. That's us. Peace.